A very warm welcome in the class of Laplace transform. In this module, already we have completed the Laplace transform, its applications, and the various properties of Laplace transform. In the second segment of this particular module, we have discussed inverse Laplace transform, and in this inverse Laplace transform, we have also discussed various properties. After that, we have discussed what is convolution and what is convolution theorem in the context of Laplace transform. Now, combining all these, we are going to learn in this particular lecture that how to apply these concepts for solving ordinary differential equations, for which we are actually learning all these things. One of the application of Laplace transform is the solution of ordinary differential equation, and we have started the module with this particular statement that it is nothing but the conversion from the calculus relationship to the algebraic relationship, and we will see that how it works and how it helps us for solving this particular differential equation. So let us start the examples. So we have already the information that Laplace transform of f dash t, that means the differentiated expression of the given function, is minus f0 plus s Laplace transform of ft. Parallelly, we have the information in the consequences that Laplace transform of f double dash t is minus f dash 0 minus s f0 plus s square Laplace transform of ft. And just for one more step, if we take the Laplace transform of f triple dash t, then it is minus f double dash 0 minus s f dash 0 minus s square f0. This is nothing but the generalization approach of plus s cube Laplace transform of ft. So if we denote Laplace transform of y by y bar, then we get Laplace transform of y bar is equal to, that is Laplace transform of y dash, that is the first order differentiation of y, is sy bar minus y0. We are actually making the scheme of applying the Laplace transform in the ordinary differential equation. That is why we are initially making this structure. So you can write it as a square y bar minus sy0 minus y dash 0. And also for the next part, that is Laplace transform of y triple dash is equal to s cube y bar. All these results are coming from these general results. S cube y bar minus s square y0 minus sy dash 0 minus y double dash 0. We know that the ordinary differential equations are coming in the structure like y double dash plus p1 y dash plus p2 y is equal to capital X. So look at this. The Laplace transform of these are required for converting this differential equation into algebraic equation. So after getting this algebraic equation, we will solve that algebraic equation, and then by using inverse Laplace transform, we will get back the y, which is actually the target of the solution of this ordinary differential equation. So now we will see some example which will help us to make the concept clear, that how we are going to apply this particular thing. First of all, we are going to write the problem. So the problem is like this. Solve the following differential equation by Laplace transform, and the differential equation is given as d square plus 6d plus 9y is equal to 0. You can identify easily that it is a homogeneous second order linear differential equation with constant coefficients. I just want to mention parallelly that all of us know how to find out the solution of this in the standard method. So when we are going to find out the result of this differential equation by Laplace transform, for our confidence, we must solve this particular differential equation also by the general method, so that we can have the confidence that we are getting the same result from both the sides. So the differential equation is given like this, and the initial values are given in this format, so that we can use this to eliminate the arbitrary constants. So now we are going to start the solution of this one. So we are assuming, like the last page, let Ly is equal to y bar. So now taking the Laplace transform, of the given ODE, we are taking Laplace transform of this given ODE both sides. So we can write it as L y double dash plus 6L y dash plus 9L y is equal to L0. So in the next line, in place of L y double dash, we can write, according to the last page, you can see that Ly double dash is already known to us. So using this, we can write here, in place of Ly double dash is s square y bar minus sy0 minus y dash 0 plus 6. In place of Ly dash, we can write sy bar minus 6y0, and for the next part I can write it is only 9y bar is equal to 0. Now all these will be used before simplification, this y0 and y dash 0. So we can write in the next line, that is s square y bar minus y0 is 1, so it is simply s minus 1 plus 6sy bar minus 6y0 means 1, 6 into 1 plus 9y bar is equal to 0. After that, if I want to simplify it, I can write it as s square plus 6s plus 9 into y bar is equal to 7 plus s. I think all of you have identified that what will be our next step and what is the scheme. Actually, we have mentioned that scheme in the last slide also. So we get y bar as s plus 7 by s square plus 6s plus 9. So from this we can write the Laplace inverse transform to find out y. So before using Laplace inverse transform, we are just checking that yes, it can be written as s plus 3 whole square. So if I can represent it by s plus 3 plus 4, then it will be easier for us to break it up. Not only that, here also I am breaking it here, but you can also try by first shifting property for Laplace inverse transform. Now I can write it here at 4 by s plus 3 whole square. So we can write in the next line that y is nothing but Laplace inverse of y bar. So Laplace inverse of 1 by s plus 3 plus Laplace inverse of 4 by s plus 3 whole square. This is a very simple Laplace inverse transforms. So we can write it as e to the power minus 3t plus 4 into Laplace inverse of 1 by s plus 3 whole square. So I can write it as e to the power minus 3t. That means I am using the first shifting property over here of Laplace inverse of 1 by s square. So in the next line we can write as e to the power minus 3t plus 4 into e to the power minus 3t, and Laplace inverse of 1 by s square is t. So e to the power minus 3t can be taken common and we can write it as 4t plus 1 as my final answer of this ordinary differential equation. So we have reached to the destination that our solution of this ordinary differential equation is done with the help of Laplace transform and Laplace inverse transform. Nowhere we have used the process of calculus. We have done this total calculation by our algebraic method. So this is the beautiful application of Laplace transform in the field of solving ordinary differential equation. So we are going to show you one more problem. That problem is also very close to the thing what we have discussed. Just we may have to use sometimes convolution theorem of Laplace transform. So we are now going to start a simple problem first, and then we can just give you the clue that how to use convolution theorem if it is required. So the problem is like this: solve d cube minus 2d square plus 5d on y is equal to 0 with y0 is equal to 0, y dash 0 is equal to 0 and y double dash 0 is equal to 1. Now, the scheme is to apply Laplace transform, and for that this Laplace transform of y dash, Laplace transform of y double dash and Laplace transform of y triple dash, for all these we can get the algebraic expression. So I am not doing it, I am keeping it for you. I just want to show the inverse Laplace part over this one. So after simplifying, you will get it here s cube minus 2s square plus 5s on y bar is equal to 1. So all of you can identify these results will give us y bar is equal to 1 by s cube minus 2s square plus 5s, and our job is to find out the Laplace inverse transform of this y. So we can write that our final target is y is equal to Laplace inverse of y bar. That means Laplace inverse of 1 by, we have to write it like that, s into s minus 1 whole square plus 2 square. Now what I was trying to emphasize, that you can identify that 1 by s is taken as a function and 1 by s minus 1 whole square plus 2 square will be taken as another function, fs and gs. So we will find out their Laplace inverse transforms separately, and after that we will use the convolution theorem. So Laplace inverse of 1 by s minus 1 whole square plus 2 square will be nothing but applying the first shifting property. It will be to the power t into Laplace transform of 1 by s square plus 2 square. Then we can write it as e to the power t s square plus 2 square. For this I have to adjust 1 2 in the numerator. For that I have to write it 1 by 2, then sine 2t, and assuming it, suppose ft, we are assuming it as ft, and another Laplace inverse transform of 1 by s. It is a very simple thing, it is 1, and we are assuming it as gt. So our problem is now converted to Laplace inverse of fs, or suppose f bar is g bar s, and it is multiplied, and we know that the result will be f convolution g. So from where we get it, we get from convolution theorem. So ultimately our problem is now y is equal to Laplace inverse of this whole expression, which can be written as, by convolution theorem, 0 to t f u g t minus u du, 0 to t, and you can write it also gu f t minus u du. Please check the vice versa method also, because we have this theorem in the last day we have in the class of convolution, that f star g is g star f. That helps us the integration to change this fu to gu or gu to fu, whichever is going to be easier for us for calculation of integration, we will use that one. So it will be 0 to t half of e to the power u sine 2u into 1, because gt is 1, so gt minus u will also be 1 du. Now again I am keeping it for u for completion of this calculation of integration. Just after completion of this one, you will get, and after putting the limit of the definite integration, we will get the result as 1 by 10 e to the power t sine 2t minus 2 cos 2t plus 2. So please check this and get the confidence of your own calculation. So these are the very important applications in the field of ordinary differential equation with the help of Laplace transform. So I always request you to go for the further problems in these references, and also please practice some other problems along with this also. So finally I want to thank you all. Happy listening, happy learning.